Rocky II, 1979. Rocky II continues the story of Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, following the life-changing events of the first Rocky film. In the aftermath of his intense fight with Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers in the original, Rocky is now a local hero, but still dealing with the physical and emotional consequences of the fight. The film opens with Rocky trying to adjust to life outside of boxing, but it's clear that his injuries and lack of education make finding a new career difficult. To make ends meet, he accepts a job working in a meatpacking plant, something he doesn't exactly enjoy but feels forced to do out of necessity. This struggle echoes the theme of pursuing one's dreams and dealing with the harsh realities of life. Something that Stallone's character, much like Mickey Rourke's in The Wrestler, faces in his own way. Both characters must confront the idea of giving up their dreams and taking jobs they didn't want, highlighting the personal sacrifice and uncertainty that comes with trying to hold on to a career in a brutal and unforgiving industry. One of the core themes of Rocky II is the idea of redemption and the relentless pursuit of one's dreams. Despite being told by doctors that he might never fight again and being discouraged by his wife Adrian, Talia Shire, Rocky decides to step back into the ring and take on Apollo Creed once more. There's a deeply emotional element to this choice, not just for Rocky, but for his family as well. Adrian's support is a huge part of Rocky's journey, and her character takes on a much stronger role in this film. Her transition from being a protective, somewhat distant wife to becoming Rocky's rock and true supporter is powerful to witness. In terms of the broader Rocky franchise, Rocky II holds a unique place. It doesn't have the same underdog element as the first film, but still manages to convey a strong emotional narrative about resilience. The film focuses on Rocky's internal battles, overcoming self-doubt, fear, and the pressure of being a public figure after the first fight. It's a story of proving not just to others, but to himself, that he can achieve greatness. This is the movie where we see Rocky push himself beyond his limits, training harder than ever before, and ultimately fighting Apollo in an epic rematch that becomes a defining moment of his career. One thing that stands out about Rocky II is the way it builds upon the success of the first film while deepening the emotional stakes. The film's pacing and structure feel like a natural extension of the first film, but with a greater focus on character development and family life. The fights are intense, but they also have a lot of emotional weight behind them. Rocky isn't just fighting to win. He's fighting for his future, his family, and to prove that he's not just a flash-in-the-pan champion. The final fight is just as thrilling as the first, but this time it's about redemption more than just survival. As for the comparison to The Wrestler, the connection is clear when you consider how both films center on an athlete's comeback story. Both Rocky and Randy the Ram Robinson, played by Mickey Rourke, are down on their luck and facing the harsh realities of aging in their respective sports. The pressure to prove themselves again in a world that has moved on is palpable in both films, and both characters find themselves taking on jobs they never imagined, struggling to make ends meet, all while yearning for the glory of their prime. These personal struggles add a layer of authenticity and humanity to both films. When Rocky II was released, it was received positively, though it didn't quite have the same cultural impact as the original. Nonetheless, it was a financial success and set the stage for more Rocky films to come. In terms of storytelling, it's the second chapter in what would become a legendary series. It's a great sequel, offering both a continuation of the story and deeper character development, but it also laid the groundwork for future sequels that would dive even deeper into the theme of overcoming personal and professional struggles. In terms of Rocky's place in the world of cinema, Rocky II represents the growth of the character and the franchise. The film marks the point where Rocky is no longer just an underdog, but an established figure, one with both the responsibility and the burden of fame. It's a wonderful exploration of what happens after the glory and how someone might rebuild themselves when everything seems lost.